So we have some news about Will Rogers International
Yeah.
Airport because they're doing something interesting for international travelers. They are now suddenly getting ready to open up international travel. You know, they changed their name a few months back.
Hmm.
So they've opened their first federal inspection station, which in simple terms opens the doors to international flights and arrivals. It's a designated area where U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers can monitor arriving international passengers, crew, and the cargo as well. It's located at Gate 32 in the airport. And American Airlines starts service to Cancun in November, our first international flight. And there are hopes other international flights will be here next year.
I think that's just super, super cool.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, those planes are so big that they fly internationally that we had to actually wait until we had expanded the gate size at our airport
Hmm.
so we could get the planes in between the gates.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because, like, you're right; those planes are huge, and they have four engines instead of just two or
Right.
whatever. And they're bigger, and it takes longer for them to get off the ground. So I was expecting them to say, "We got to lengthen the runway."
Oh, yeah. That's one
So
thing we have in Oklahoma space.
yeah,
Come on.
especially out there.
We have room. Yeah.
But I flew internationally one time on this jumbo jet, and it was a double decker, and I was up on the top
Oh,
story.
that's cool.
Yes, it was cool. It went fine. Obviously, I'm here. But my biggest fear was that, like, we would run out of room on the runway. Like, this thing, how many tons does that weigh?
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
everybody on it, and our baggage and everything. And I would ask my parents, this is when I was a kid, do they weigh everybody? Like, do they know how heavy this thing is? Because it was a packed flight. It was overbooked. And
Wow.
so we literally took every inch of that runway before we lifted off. Here's the gate.
Right.
And so like every last inch, and I'm sure they knew exactly what they were doing, but the whole time, that we're taking off, I'm like grabbing the
Right.
armrest. We're running out of room.
I'm always so jealous of people your height when I
On a
get on
plane.
a plane.
Yes, it's nice. I got so much leg room. I can just kick back.
Man, and I'm in Sardineville over there. It's just awful.
Do you try to get the exit seats in the
Yeah, I try
middle?
to get the one by the bulkhead or yeah, the by the divider between the classes so you can,
Uh-huh.
because
So
there's more room
do you
there.
travel first class then so you can
No,
stretch your legs?
no,
Okay.
I never do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Well, I've
pricey.
done it before, but yeah, it is pricey.
I've done it before when I've been bumped up,
And
but
when
I've
you get
never had to
bumped,
pay
yeah,
for it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice when that happens
Yes.
for sure.
So that's a cool step for us. We'll see what other
I know.
international flights we'll get.
And yeah, it's interesting you said that that flight was overbooked because I thought a whole lot of times those international flights, they're not. In
Well,
fact, they're not full a lot of times.
this was from the Philippines to Singapore. So it
Oh,
wasn't from
oh, oh,
America
oh, I
to.
see. Okay.
Yeah, so and it was the nicest. Back then they used to, give you meals if you had an overnight
Right.
flight, and we did. It was like 11 hours or something crazy. But they gave you a meal, and then because we were actually bumped up to business class at that time, they gave you an overnight leather bag with like toiletries in it
No.
and a pack of cards to play.
Wow.
And we got to see a movie, which was super high tech back in those days.
Well, that
So
is. All I ever
I
got was a
know it
bag of
was
peanuts.
Air Singapore. So
Right.
yeah, a bag of peanuts,
Yeah.
some pretzels, dry. Yeah, good times, good times. So
Well, that's cool. So that's happening out at Will Rogers. I'm glad to see that.
yeah, me
That's a real
too.
step forward for the city.
So what was the last concert you've seen?
Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've been to a real full blown concert. Well, I don't know. Can't even. It's been that long since I've been to a real concert.
Yeah, real concert. I've been to
Yeah,
several smaller concerts, lots of country music artists. But
I saw Pat Metheny, and I mean the last one I paid a ticket for was to see Pat Metheny.
okay.
He's a jazz guitar player.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's, you know who Rascal Flats are?
Oh yeah,
Okay. So they're coming through Oklahoma City on their next tour.
yeah. They're big.
Yeah. God Bless the Broken Road. That was a great song. It was actually played at my friend's wedding and probably, millions of other weddings.
Okay,
It was like the choice song
didn't know
that
that.
summer. God, it's been like 20 years now, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
But this is their Life is a Highway tour, which they redid. But I had the Tom Petty tape back in ninth grade,
Uh-huh.
and I
Well,
really liked Tom Petty.
it was actually Tom Cochran who did that song. Sorry.
Hang on.
Don't ever question the
He's
DJ.
a musician and a DJ. What did Tom Petty sing?
He sang. He had lots of hits, but that.
Okay, well then it was, I guess, Tom Cochran. But okay, "Life Is a Highway." Let me just see what happens when I put in Tom Petty.
Maybe Petty covered it. I don't know. But
Well, I guess so. Let's see. Tom Cochran, Rascal Flatts. You are correct, sir. But anyway, I guess I had the Tom Cochran tape. Anyway,
and I always wondered, since Rascal Flatts covered it, I didn't know if they did it because the movie Cars wanted that song in it, because that's what it's from. That's Rascal Flatts version
Okay.
was in the movie Cars.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That cartoon movie.
Sure.
You know,
That was a great movie.
I never saw that, but it was yeah, that was in it. So I thought, well, did they say, hey, here Rascal Flatts, we want you to do this song? Or did Rascal Flatts already have the song? Said, we're going to include it in our movie. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right.
Huh?
It was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you know which it was? Did they ask him to do it, or
They
did?
asked me to do it.
Oh, they asked them to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So, Tom Petty, if you're watching, sorry, I got your music confused for Tom Cochran.
Tom Petty's not watching because he's passed away.
Sorry. Lightning is about to strike me down. It's been a day already.
I
Is
hope
Tom
maybe he is
Cochran
watching. I
still
don't
with
know.
us?
As far as I know.
Okay, well, Tom Cochran, I'm sorry, I got your music confused. How about that?
Tom Cochran used to be in a band called Red Rider, by the way. I don't know if you ever heard of them before.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
okay. Well,
I've heard of Red Rum, but I've not heard of Red Rider.
that's
That's the
no
Shining.
connection, right? Okay.
No, I've not heard of Red Rider. Little Red Riding Hood, yes. Okay, so they are stopping through Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center as part of their 21-stop nationwide journey on February 21st.
Okay.
That'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
It's already August.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
It's
pretty
close to my
cool.
anniversary. Maybe I should consider
That's a good idea.
tickets to that show.
You should send her the song "God Bless the Broken Road" and then take her
Really?
to it.
I don't
Yeah.
really know any Rascal. I'm not the biggest country guy. I like country. I'm just not the biggest country guy. I
Mhm.
just don't know that many songs. but-
Yeah. Well, it's romantic.
Okay.
Because the song is about having a broken road, but all those broken paths led me straight to you, is what the song says.
I see. Very nice.
So yes, it's
Kind
their
of like Garth Brooks' "The Dance." If I
Sure.
hadn't broken up with
yes,
something else, yeah.
Yes, and thank God for unanswered prayers and all the things.
Well, maybe that's it.
Pretty much all the country music songs are all kind of all the same.
Because he got out of prison and drove a truck.
Yes. There
Okay.
is a song that I heard the other day, and it said, I think the song title was "God Bless My Truck."
Nice.
Yes, I don't know. Anyway, but that's very country. I do like some country music.
Me too.
So, but this is the first time they're touring since 2019. A lot of folks are super
Gosh,
excited.
that's a long time.
Yes. So tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. tomorrow at rascalflats.com. Go ahead and try it today, though, and see if it works.
Going on sale so early. You know, when I was
Mhm.
a kid, but seriously, used to be tickets went on sale maybe a month before a show or something. Now all of a sudden it's like a half a year beforehand they're going on sale.
Yeah, I think maybe that's so they realize how popular they are in different areas, and they might cancel a stop or something.
Maybe. I think it's all Ticketmaster driven. There's my
Oh
conspiracy
gosh.
theory.
Well, no, it's true. They've proven that with
You know?
bots, and they
Yeah.
even came up with legislation to try to prevent that.
I know. I know that's right.
Yes. Here's somewhere where you can take Suzanne. We're going to talk about this coming up after the next break. I've always wanted to go here in Arkansas. It is the Crater of Diamonds
Mm-hmm.
National Park in
It's
Arkansas.
popular.
You can go and dig and try to find a diamond. This one woman coming up, she wanted to go to find a huge diamond for her engagement ring. Did she? Probably. We'll tell you about it after this
Right.
break.